morning to the respected judges, teachers, and participants. Greetings everyone, I'm Kyra Kinson from SK Sample College, and I'm thrilled to be here and share 3 book reviews to all of you. But before I start, I would like to tell a brief introduction about myself. I am 12 years old and currently studying in year 6. I am a school prefect and my passions are drawing and reading. I have read hundreds of books. My dream is to become a comic artist or a writer when I grow up. This year, I am presenting my school as Pembaca Bestari English Language Category. Without any further ado, let me share my first book review. This book, entitled Happy New Year, it's first published in May 2006 by Popular UK PT Ltd, illustrated and designed by Kyra, printed in China. Actually, this book was a gift from my best friend and I love reading books. This book takes place in New Year's Day where there are 2 kids named Sam and Anna. What happened during that day? Well, the 2 kids visited their grandparents. They loved their grandparents very much. Happy New Year, Anna! Our grandparents are coming to visit us, says Sam. Happy New Year, says Anna. Yes, they are coming today. Both of them go to the kitchen. Their parents are busy. Happy New Year, Mom and Dad, they say. Happy New Year to you both too, say their parents. Are our grandparents coming? Sam asks. Yes, says his mother. What time will they be here? Asks Anna. They will be here for lunch, says her father. The children want to help, so they tidy up the living room. After that, they go and help their mother bake a cake for their grandparents. Soon, it is time for lunch. Although everything is ready, their grandparents are not there yet. Where are they? Sam and Anna's father called their grandparents earlier to ask why. Turns out, Grandpa is sick and Grandma is taking care of him so they can come to lunch that day. Sam and Anna are not happy. They want to be with their grandparents, especially with their grandfather since he's not feeling well. After lunch, the children go and ask their father if he could take them to their grandparents' house. Let me call Grandma and ask her if we can visit today, says their father. The children are happy when their grandmother says yes and run to get ready. When the car draws up at their grandparents' house, Sam and Anna are ready to get out. They can see their grandma in the living room. Grandma is happy that they have come to visit. Grandpa is glad to see everyone. Sam and his mother bring out the cake to the room. Everybody enjoys the cake. After tea, Sam and Anna take out their storybooks. They read their storybooks to Grandpa. Before long, it's time to go home. The children thank their grandparents. Sam and Anna and their parents get in the car. After that, they went home. This story reminds me of my grandparents and my cousin. So that's why we should appreciate our family. Now, let's move on to the next book. This book's title is 1 Million Insects. It was first published in 2021 by Welbeck Editions, printed in Hessan, China. The author and illustrator of this book are both Isabel Thomas and Law Baker. This book is mainly about insects, so if you're an insect lover, this book's for you. The first insect appeared around 400 million years ago. Before long of time of the dinosaurs, they survived 4 mass extinctions that wiped out bigger and tougher animals. They watched as mammals and flowering plants appeared for the first time. Right now, up to 10 quintillion insects are creeping, crawling, fluttering, and scuttling in every corner of the world. They outnumbered humans by 1.4 billion to 1. Insects are also the most diverse group of living things. Just over 1 million species have been spotted and named so far, from the wettest forest to the driest desert, from the frozen Arctic to the tropical rainforest. Insects have found ways to survive in every possible habitat. And did you know there are even insects that live in other insects? The million or more species of insects have many differences, but they all share the same feature, which makes insects so successful. Insects aren't just the most successful creatures on Earth, they're also the most important. So that's why there are insects that pollinate plants, spread seeds, insects that prey on pests and provide food for millions of different animals, insect decomposers who break down dung and dead things, recycling their particles to use by new life. 1 million insects that support almost every ecosystem on Earth. Now, without further ado, let's start with lice. There are many types of lice, but I want to talk about book lice. Have you heard about it? They're real page turners. Get it? If they could read, they would be obsessed with flipping through all pages. Haha. Anyways, let's move on to earwigs, web spinners, and angel insects. These insects mainly move and feed at night. Do you know what else comes at night? Stoneflies, rock crawlers, and hill walkers. They can be found hiding under rocks in extreme places. Grasshoppers, locusts, crickets, and katydids are also insects too. Mantids are considered to be beautiful insects, unlike cockroaches and termites. Stick and leaf insects can camouflage as, you guessed it, sticks and leaves. Why run or fly when you can hide in plain sight? Oh, and did you know? Beetles are considered to be cool, unlike flies who are considered to be annoying. There are many other different insects like fleas, stylops, scorpion flies, wasps, bees, ants, visitel, silverfish, mayflies, dragonflies, damselflies, and millions more. However, we may be in a mass extinction because climates are changing. The most endangered insects are moths, butterflies, ants, wasps, and beetles. These beautiful, bizarre, and brilliant insects are worth a closer look. New insect species are discovered every year, so that is why we need to support and protect insects. In summary, 1 million insects serves as a comprehensive and engaging introduction to the insect world. Its blend of informative text, practical advice, and stunning illustrations make it an invaluable resource for young readers eager to explore and understand the myriad insects that inhabit our planet. So what I learned from this book is that insects are also living beings too. Last but not least, Florence Nightingale, Pioneer of Nursing by Sakura is a compelling addition to the Great Minds comic series, published by Gembak Stars on 16, 2024. This 160 paperback, written in English, offers an engaging and educational journey of modern nursing. Florence was born on May 12 to 1820. Florence had an older sister named Parthenope, who was 1 year older than her. Florence was marked as an odd child because she had a strong sense of curiosity, but she had a kinder heart and couldn't turn her back on the weak. Even though her sister hated studying, she didn't. Instead, she found her studies interesting and enlightening. Although many other girls her age loved parties and ball gowns, she didn't. In 1855, Florence's wet nurse fell ill. By the way, a wet nurse is a person who takes care and breastfeeds another person's baby. If they know. Despite her best efforts, the old woman passed away. At that time, nurses were considered dirty work. So, Florence decided that she would change the nursing system. Her family opposed the idea, but she never gave up. In 1851, when Florence was 31, she obtained permission to undergo 3 months of training at the Kaiserwood Institute. After 3 months, she returned home and focused on studying about hospitals. In 1853, Russia went to war with the Ottoman Empire over territory. Florence heard of this and wanted to help the soldiers. On November 5, 1854, the team of nurses arrived. There, the nurses took care of the soldiers, but Florence overexceeded herself, making her have the Crimean fever. It was the most feared disease at that time. Everyone prayed for her, and after some time, she recovered. But she didn't stop. She continued to work. In 1859, Florence published Notes on Hospitals and Notes on Nursing. In 1872, she returned to Embley Park because her elderly mother was not doing well. She took care of her mother. Florence then faced the loss of her family. Her her closest friends also began to pass away. In 1910, Florence Nightingale sadly passed away. The usually quiet graveyard was filled with mourners that day. In summary, Florence Nightingale, pioneer of nursing, by Sakura, offers an accessible and engaging portrayal of a woman who contributes have left an indelible mark on healthcare. Through its combination of narrative and illustrative content, the book served as an excellent resource for young readers to learn about life and legacy about Florence Nightingale. Nursing should not be a sacrifice, but one of the highest delights of life. The soul of nursing should be the love of humanity, and the fact that people cannot live alone means that everyone supports each other. I hope that somehow this feeling and wishes reach future generations. Maybe the world be filled with health and happiness. Thank you for listening. I guess that's all for me. I hope you have a good day.